Welcome to the Workamper Show, a podcast devoted to helping you discover how to finance your RV travel dreams. I'm Steve Anderson, the president of Workamper News. Each one of our episodes will either introduce you to people who are already living the RV lifestyle or to opportunities to work short-term jobs. You'll also learn how to hit the road the right way and make the most of every opportunity. Now let's turn over today's show to your host, Greg Gerber.
Thank you, Steve. Today I'll be interviewing a woman who operates a ranch in north central New Mexico. She's looking for a work camper to help the staff run the center, which promotes natural healing and natural building. Today's episode is sponsored by Workamper News. With its diamond and platinum membership tools, Workamper News is much more than just a job listing website. When you put the tools of this professional service into action, you'll find out just how easy it can be to turn your work camping dreams into reality. The one-year memberships open the door to a one-stop shop for all things work camping. Being the original resource for work camping, you'll find the largest number of job listings, be able to connect with a community of work campers, and view resources compiled by experts who've been enjoying the RV lifestyle for many years. If you're serious about leading a successful and enjoyable work camping lifestyle, then a diamond or platinum membership is for you. You can even get started with a free 30-day trial by visiting www.workamper.com/trial. Embark on new adventures today with the support of Workamper News behind you. Las Carreneras Canyon Ranch is located on 80 acres of land near Las Vegas, New Mexico. It is operated by Meleah and Jordan Hosea, who moved to the area from California a little more than 7 years ago. Jordan has been studying and practicing natural building for 20 years, mostly emphasizing in super adobe construction using earth bags. Meleah has an extensive knowledge of medicinal plants and companion planting. The ranch is home to horses, chickens, and a variety of migrating birds. It is completely self-sufficient, and the couple grows around 50 varieties of herbs, fruits, and vegetables, along with 300 sunflowers. They have created a sustainable permaculture environment which supplies local restaurants and food trucks with organic produce. The couple needs a work camper to work around 10 hours a week, helping with the garden and tending the animals, as well as assisting with some light construction activities using equipment that creates earthbag structures. It's far from a desert area that most people envision when they think about New Mexico. The ranch is in a wooded area at an elevation of 6,800 feet. The job is a great opportunity for someone who loves dogs and animals, likes to grow food, and wants to learn about natural building and growing natural medicines. At the moment, there is no financial compensation available, but that could change. However, work campers do get a free RV site. To tell us more about the opportunity, please welcome Meleah Hosea, the owner of Las Carreneras Ranch, to the show. Thanks for joining me today, Meleah. I really appreciate it. So you live in New Mexico, the land of enchantment, on a horse ranch. Tell us about that.
We're in northern New Mexico, so we're on your way to Colorado off the I-25. We have 80 acres here. We moved from California almost 7 years ago and have been here full time now. We definitely have horses here and chickens, and we have 2 dogs, 2 healers, some pet ravens we have here, unfortunately. And we love it here. We got out of California because California got a little too busy. We're from the Santa Barbara area for us, and we were looking for land, and 80 acres basically fell in our laps. So we're stewards here of the land, and we thin the forest and create fire remediation here. We are permaculture teachers and teach natural building. And you can check out our website at canyonranch.com. And Las Carreneras Ranch was created by the cartographer who plotted this map here for this area. And it's in Sanskrit, and it means where the masters walk or land of the lotus feet.
Cool. Okay. How long have you been there? For how many years?
For 7 years.
7 years. Very good. How many horses do you have?
We have 3 horses, and I have a racehorse who's about ready to foal April 5th, and she's down in Oklahoma.
Okay.
And so we have 3 other horses, 2 mares and a gelding. and they're both about 7 to 11 years old. We're completely off grid. We have our own solar system here. My husband basically retired from a solar company. So we are completely self-sufficient here. We have a big garden. We grow anywhere between 40 to 50 different varieties of herbs and fruit and veggies along with over 300 sunflowers that we grow here for the birds that migrate through our area. We feed our soil continuously through mulching and provide healthy soil along with full worms.
Basically a wildlife sanctuary, it sounds like, for all kinds of species.
We are. And when we moved here, the first year, we had literally no birds here, no really wildlife, because there was really nothing here to create a foundation for life to come here. So we created birds, watering facilities for the birds migrating through here. We a 1/4 acre garden for all the birds to come and feed, and we created worms here. So we've created a real sustainable permaculture environment for all kinds of species to come here. And now we just have lots of birds here, lots of migrating birds through the area. They come back every year because they know we have all the sunflowers. And then one of the things, we take a portion of management for the ranch, and a lot of the veggies and things we grow in the garden, I take over to Las Vegas, New Mexico, to some of the food trucks and some of the restaurants, and supply them with our organic produce.
It's cool. So what do you use work campers for?
I need work campers to come out here and help at the ranch, help me with the garden, help with the horses, and do we probably require 10 hours a week of work, and that would include gardening, some construction, or wood, some building, taking care of the animals if we're not going to be here, if we leave for a week or so, just helping out around the ranch, because it's just Jordan and I. And it's very difficult to find adequate help here where we're at. To be honest with you, a lot of people just don't want to work here. And that's just the way it is. So we're next to Dead Horse Ranch, which is where they filmed Longmire, the show on Netflix. So we're in a really beautiful area. We're 6,800 feet up. We're off the desert floor, so we're in trees. Most people, when they think of New Mexico, they think of the desert. And New Mexico has a lot of different areas where you can be in the desert or be in White Sands or Alamogordo. But up here, it's lots of trees. It does snow here during the winter. We get good monsoons during summertime. And hopefully this summer that will happen again, since we're going into La Nina. Yeah.
For those who are uneducated about that, means a real hot wind coming through.
Yes. With lots of Nino is what we're predicting this year, which we had 3 years ago, and we had over 18 inches of rain here during the summer, which usually happens from June to about September.
That part of New Mexico is rather diverse, and not like the one I lived in when I was in Alamogordo for a number of years. But when you get up north, they've got a lot of beautiful scenery, a lot of woods, a lot of mountains and things like that. So when you're looking for work campers, are you looking for them year-round or just seasonally?
It depends. If we find the right fit and they want to stay here year-round, that's always a possibility. We would do a background check and require references. We're just looking for the right fit. Someone who's interested in coming and living here will provide an RV space for them, and hopefully they're fully contained. We have water and electricity, and so that's not a problem. It's just about the right fit, finding people who have the same that we do and what we're trying to do here at the ranch. I'm an Ayurvedic practitioner, so for me, I'd like to create a healing center here, and we've already got the plans drawn up and everything ready to go. And so that's part of what we're going to do here at the ranch also. And when you look at the website, you'll see what we're going to be doing here. We're natural builders. We have the equipment that will help create the earth bag structures. And when you look online on our website, you'll see what we've built. All of the pictures that are on our website, things that we have built ourselves with our previous business in California called Incredible Edibles. Yeah, it's just finding a work camper who wants to come here and participate and be part of the ranch life and basically be part of our family, and someone who loves dogs and loves animals and likes to grow food and can learn about natural building and can learn about medicinals and growing medicine for yourself and how to grow them.
I am looking at your website right now. And what are some of these buildings used for that you're creating over there?
Okay, one of them was the chicken coop that we created. It's a 16-inch thick chicken coop. It's 10 feet round. So for our 8 chickens that live in there during the summertime, it can be 50 degrees in there if it's 80 outside. And during the winter time, if it's in the 20s or 30s, it can be 50 in there.
Oh,
So they pretty much lay all year round
okay.
because they're happy chickens. And during the winter months, I allow them to go into the garden and just scratch and do everything they want to do in the garden after it's gone feral. And then the other buildings were, we built mud ovens, we earth bag structures for people to live in. We have a machine called a roto chopper who puts out earth bags every 2 seconds. And when you look at earth bag building and people who've done that, they use coffee cans and they're filling bags with shovels. So this takes out a lot of the work that you would do manually and create to be a lot easier as far as building with earth bags. That's what the machine was designed to do. And so a lot of the pictures on there are things that we have just built and done and to do here. We built our whole house that we live in. It's an earth bag home and the walls are 18 inches thick. We started out with a stick frame and then went to earth bags as we continued to build onto our house. We have a 40 by 60 barn that we store a lot of our wood in. I'm a woodworker, so I enjoy building. And it's nice to get out of the elements when you're building and have a shop to create things.
Indeed. Absolutely. So what are some of the things that the work campers are going to be doing when they're working their 10 hours a week for you?
They'll be doing some building of garden boxes, building some fencing, Latia fencing, helping to build a carport to put solar panels on so we can keep some of our equipment out of the element, doing some land, helping trim trees, thinning the forest a little bit more than what we've done here. Fire is always a concern for us, so we've made sure we have a good containment line around this property. We're stewards here, so we really want to create more of a healthy forest and incorporate different types of planting of trees here. So they'd be doing that. They'd be working in the garden, watering, planting, possibly going to Las Vegas with our truck and bringing food to those people that I used to do that work with. So I don't have to anymore. So yeah, just different aspects of things we have going on here in the ranch to participate in those 10 hours.
So you're primarily looking for somebody who likes to be outdoors, it sounds, and might have construction experience, but also an interest in farming and things like that and learning about that.
Yes, learning about permaculture, learning about biodynamic, learning about how soil works in this type of elevation and how we create healthy ecosystems so that we can grow what we need to grow here and then feed worms. Worms are super important for us. Same with mycelium and mushrooms. Seeing mycelium in the garden, we've probably created 6 feet of topsoil since we've lived here, which is huge, and incorporated mycelium and worms. So we have our healthy, super healthy soil in the garden where before nothing would grow because it was compacted. It was loomy. Some of it was loomy, but it had a lot of calcium. So there was a lot of acidity in the soil. So we've created how to create worthy soil so that your plants can thrive. And so they can learn about that and what we've done here and why we've done here and why we've incorporated biodynamics in the ranch and why that's important.
What traits and qualifications are you looking for in work campers?
Someone who can do construction, someone who maybe can lift some heavy things from time to time. Some people who are physically, people who enjoy, like you said, being outdoors. There are a lot of hiking trails around where we live. We have beautiful weather here in the summertime. The sunsets, as you know, are beautiful here. So if you're an artist, this is a great place to paint or do watercolors or whatever you do as an artist. Someone who is thoughtful to the land. I don't care about their spiritual belief system. That's their own personal thought process. That doesn't bother me. Just looking for somebody who is willing to come here and participate and doesn't have any physical inabilities.
Okay. So
Yeah.
they would need to be active. It sounds like they're going to be stooping and climbing and things like that and doing a lot of walking and maybe some lifting, but not real heavy lifting, maybe occasionally something.
No.
But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
And someone who has construction experience, who knows how to build a garden box, who knows how to work with wood and use a sander and a table saw and a drill press and all those things that one needs to build things.
Okay. Are you looking for a couple or can solos apply?
Both. It can be a single person or it can be a couple. That's fine.
We do ask a lot of our Workamper employers whether children would be invited to work there. It's just not an appropriate environment for children.
No, it's not that it's not an appropriate place. It's just that I'm in my 60s now and I already have a grandchild, raised my kids, and I don't want to have that responsibility. And if something were to happen, of course, everybody, when it comes on the ranch, they sign a release of liability form. But with children, it just isn't an appropriate place to have children here. But if it was a workshop and children came from the surrounding villages and whatnot for the day, that's fine.
Are you recruiting work campers right now?
Am I recruiting work campers right now? No.
No. When would you need somebody? Okay. And you're accepting applications now for people to come work for you in May. Very good.
Yep.
So when do you need somebody to start? In May?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. And what's involved in the interviewing and hiring process? Do they just call you and chat for a while?
That's correct. Yes, they sure can.
And you mentioned a background check is okay.
It depends on their references. If they have really good references, that may not be necessary.
And there is no financial compensation for this position, but they do get a free RV site.
That's true. And there may be compensation for them depending upon how things progress here, giving it a trial and seeing how things go. And if things go well, then there will be compensation.
Okay. And what's involved in the hiring process outside of that interview? Never mind. I just asked that question. Sorry. Hang on just a second.
That's okay.
My goof for a change. So in this part of New Mexico, it's very beautiful, very diverse, and you're not very far from Santa Fe, are you? How far are you?
45 minutes.
45 minutes from Santa Fe, and that means you're only a couple of hours away from Taos, which is also a very popular destination. And
I'm about an hour and a half from Taos as the crow flies.
So if work campers are only working 10 hours a week at the ranch, they've got plenty of time to explore this beautiful area.
Absolutely. We're near Mora and Taos and Chama. There's all kinds of beautiful places up this way, especially up towards Mora, like you said, in Taos and up that area. We are 5 miles off the road from Highway I-25. So it's a skip down the road, hit I-25, and you can go left or right. So we're right there. And we're 20 minutes to the nearest town, which is Las Vegas, New Mexico.
And so that would be the largest community. And we define a large community as someplace that's got a Walmart.
That's correct. And shopping, and has a health food store and some really good restaurants and whatnot.
And so Las Vegas, New Mexico is 25 minutes away from the ranch.
That's correct.
Okay. What's your one thing that you wish all work campers knew about you or the ranch before they came to work?
That's a good question. That we are easygoing people. We're very passionate about taking care of the land that has been given to us, respecting the land that we live on, and having a lot of gratitude and thankfulness of what's been given to us. and turning it back around and handing off the baton and teaching someone how to live properly on this land that has been given to all of us, basically, but we're caretakers here. So just knowing that we're passionate about taking care of what we've been given.
If people wanted more information about this opportunity or to get in touch with you, they would visit your website. Would you spell that for me again?
CARANERAS.
CanyonRanch.com.
That's correct. And they can also get a hold of me through my email.
And what is that?
That is Meleah, MELEAHOSEA @gmail.com.
Very good. Thank you so much for sharing this opportunity with us today, Meleah. I really appreciate it.
Well,
It sounds
thank
like
you so much.
it sounds like a fun place to work. If you wanted to get back into nature and really learn like sustainable agriculture and how to care for the earth, this would be a great job for people.
Yeah. And how to, people who maybe don't know horses well, I don't mind if you've never really been around horses to come and have the experience of being around the big giant. I've been around horses all my life. My father was a jockey and horse trainer, and horses are very healing for a lot of people who just want somebody to go talk to or something to go pet or that kind of thing. Animals that can be very healing for people. The two dogs that we have, Blue and Ruby, they're both blue healers. They're working dogs here on the ranch. They're both females, fixed females, and they're kind and loving.
So
I think
Workampers should like animals.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you again, Meleah. I really appreciate the time.
Thank you so much, too. That's wonderful that Workamper has someone like you to help people like myself get out there to crowdsource to find somebody that's appropriate, because it's really hard sometimes to write down things that you're looking for rather than having it on a podcast and people can hear your voice and who you are and get a sense of whether that may work for them or not.
I enjoyed my discussion with Meleah Hosea, the owner of Las Caraneras Ranch in north central New Mexico. I found it interesting to learn about all the activity taking place on the property. This is a relatively new work camping position with lots of variety in what will be done during the 10 hours a week the work camper or couple will be working. For example, the work camper will be building garden boxes, erecting fencing, helping to build a carport, installing solar panels, landscaping, trimming trees, establishing a fire containment line around the property, planting trees, watering crops, and, potentially, delivering produce to vendors in Las Vegas, New Mexico. The work camper will need to be physically fit and capable of some heavy lifting. Experience in gardening and farming is a plus, as is light construction experience, such as using a table saw and drill press. Meleah admits it's probably not a good fit for family with small children. Considered to be the land of enchantment, New Mexico is well known for its stunning sunsets. The ranch is 45 minutes from Santa Fe and an hour and a half from Albuquerque and Taos, both of which are popular vacation destinations rich in history and scenic beauty. The ranch itself is located in an isolated area about 20 minutes from the nearest city, which is Las Vegas, New Mexico. Meleah is hiring a work camper right now, either a couple or solo, to work this summer. For more information, visit LasCaranerasCanyonRanch.com or email her at MeleahHosea@gmail.com. Today's episode is sponsored by The Dreamer's Journey. It's an online course and community produced by Workamper News. Life is way too short to keep your dreams on hold, so don't be held back by fear because you were designed for more. Get started in the RV lifestyle the right way with this comprehensive guide. For just $29.95 for 1 year of access, Dreamers have unlimited viewing of 50-plus videos to learn things like what type of RV to buy, goal setting, how to budget for the adventure, developing a positive mindset, setting up a domicile, and operating a small business on the road, plus everything about work camping and how to find the right job for you. Each video is 30 to 90 minutes long to give in-depth coverage on every topic. There's no wrong time to get started. So for more information, visit www.rvdreamersjourney.com. That's all I have for this week's show. Next week, I'll be speaking with a mother who will talk about RVing and work camping with children. I'll have that interview on the next episode of The Workamper Show. Happy spring, and thanks for listening.